Then yesterday, yesterday I started that metallurgy chapter. Metallurgy is nothing but extraction of metals from earth crust. That one is metallurgy. In that we discussed a lot of things: mineral, ore, gangue. Gangue is nothing but impurities present in the ore is nothing but gangue, and also extraction of metal process classified into three types. First one is concentration or dressing. The first method is concentration or dressing. Next, second method, extraction of crude metal. Third method, purification of the crude metal. So those are three steps are there to for extracting metal from earth crust. Actually, in that concentration of ore or dressing, again it is declassified into different types: hand picking, washing, fourth flotation, magnetic separation. Like that, we separate. Now, here the second process, second step in the extraction of metal, after removing certain contaminants from the ore, in first step, concentration of ore is the first step. In that step, we just remove certain amount of impurities. In next step, we just take crude metal from the ore. So, second step is what? Extraction of crude metal. Second step is what, guys? Extraction of crude metal. Now, I already separated metals into three categories: highly reactive metals, moderate reactive metals, low reactive metals. Highly reactive metals, moderately reactive metals, low reactive metals. I classified already. Now, in first step, I want to extraction of highly reactive metals, highly active metals or highly reactive metals. So what are those? Sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. These are highly reactive metals. Now I said that highly reactive metals we cannot get directly in the nature. Sodium cannot obtain in the form of sodium. Potassium also cannot obtain in the form of potassium. Remaining elements, what you see on the board, these elements cannot occur as a free state in the nature. Because of due to high reactivity, they can combine with other elements and to form certain compounds. Certain compounds. That's why we cannot get directly these metals. So why we just obtained those from ores only. So particularly these compounds of sodium, potassium, calcium also cannot reduced by any other carbon monoxide like elements. They cannot reduced by somebody. That's why these can be obtained only on electrolysis. These metals can obtained from their salts on a electrolysis process. These are freely obtained in seawater. Sodium chloride, potassium chloride, or yesterday I told you carbon like KCl, MgCl2, 6H2, and limestone, CaCO3, like aluminum can obtain from the earth crust. These all are obtained in the form of salts. So electrolysis of these molten salts can give corresponding metals. Electrolysis of these molten salts can give corresponding metals. Look here how electrolysis. So for example, if you want to extract the sodium from its salt, I want to take NaCl. So first you should take NaCl in molten state. In a molten state. Molten state means in liquid state. How we can get NaCl as a liquid? How we can get NaCl as a liquid? Every substance can possess three states at particular temperature. Every substance can possess three states at particular temperature. Solid is there, liquid is there, gas also there. NaCl gas also there. So now at certain temperature, NaCl converted into liquid. The temperature is melting point. Temperature is called a melting point. Means the amount of heat required to melt NaCl. To melt NaCl. That's why to decrease the melting point of NaCl, certain amount of CaCl2 is added. For example, 803 Kelvin temperature is the melting point of NaCl. For example, after adding CaCl2, that will decrease to 603 Kelvin. Means there is a 200 Kelvin temperature difference between these two. That gives much better economical for much better economy for industries. That's why they will add certain amount of contaminant for decreasing to. They will add a certain contaminant for to decrease the melting point of corresponding salt. Here, in first step we took. First step, what we took? NaCl salt, molten NaCl. Now, on electrolysis of NaCl, it can divide it into Na plus and Cl minus. On electrolysis of Na plus, NaCl, it can divide it into Na plus and Cl minus. How to take 2 moles of NaCl? It will convert into 2 Na plus, 2 Cl minus. Now, at cathode, electrolysis carried with 2 electrodes. Is anode. What's happened at cathode and anode? Okay. Cation migrates towards cathode, anion migrates towards anode. So anion here what? Cl minus. These 2 Cl minus can migrate towards anode. Their 2 Cl minus combine to produce Cl. Minus means what? 1 electron extra. Minus means what? 1 electron extra. So here 2 moles are there. Means we will get 2 electrons. Now cation migrates towards cathode. There Na plus means electron deficient, can get 2 electrons and deposited as sodium. It is the pure metal. What we extract here? Sodium metal we want to extract. How? What is the process? Extraction of high reactive metals. The process is electrolysis. The extraction of high reactive metals is based on electrolysis. To obtain the sodium metal, electrolysis of molten NaCl can deposit sodium at cathode and liberates chlorine gas at anode. Look here, guys. Here we are discussing metallurgy. Metallurgy ante మనం భూమిలో నుంచి మెటల్స్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసేదాన్ని మెటలర్జీ అంటాం. అందులో నిన్న అంటే మెటల్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసేదంటే 3 పద్ధతులు ఉంటాయి. అంటే 3 పద్ధతులు 3 స్టెప్స్ ఉంటాయి. 3 స్టెప్స్ ఉంటాయి. అందులో ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏంటంటే కాన్సంట్రేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఓర్ ఆర్ డ్రెస్సింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఓర్. అందులో మనం ఏం చేస్తాం? ఇమ్యూనిటీస్ ఉన్నటువంటి పైన తొలగిస్తాం. అందులో మన 4 టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి. హ్యాండ్ పికింగ్ అని, వాషింగ్ అని, ఆ తర్వాత 4th ఫ్లోటేషన్ అని, మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ సపరేషన్ అని చెప్పుకున్నాను. ఒక్కో స్టెప్ నేను చెప్పుకున్నాను. ఆ తర్వాత కొద్దిగా ఇంప్యూరిటీస్ రిమూవ్ చేసిన తర్వాత సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో ఏం చేయాలంటే క్రూడ్ మెటల్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి. ఇంకా మిగతా ఇంప్యూరిటీస్ ని తీసేసి క్రూడ్ మెటల్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాం. హైప్యూర్ కాదు, క్రూడ్ మెటల్ అయితే ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాం. ఆ క్రూడ్ మెటల్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసేటప్పుడు 3 రకాలుగా చేస్తాం. హై రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ ఒక రకంగా చేస్తాం, మిడిల్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ ఒక రకంగా చేస్తాం, లో రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ ఒక రకంగా చేస్తాం. ఇక్కడ నేనేం తీసుకున్నాను? ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ హై రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్. వాట్ ఆర్ హై రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్? ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ గైస్, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum. Aluminum is somewhat less reactive. Not less reactive than these. Okay, so these are not generally, these are in general process, they are not directly obtained on reduction, oxidation. So we cannot directly obtain these metals. That's why for these metals we can do electrolysis process. For example, if you want to get sodium, okay, first you have to take a molten NaCl. Molten NaCl means at a certain melting point you have to heat up to its melting point. So a high temperature is needed to decrease melting point of corresponding salt. External contaminant is added. For example, to the NaCl, CaCl2 is added. Okay, then after taking molten NaCl, this NaCl involve in electrolysis and produce Na plus and Cl minus. Na plus is a cation, Cl minus is an anion. So it having a positive charge, so it can migrate towards cathode. It having negative charge, so it can migrate towards anode. So at anode, two Cl minus combine together and it can liberate Cl2 and gives two electrons, extra electrons. So at cathode 2 Na plus electron deficient, it can gain 2 electrons and deposit it as Na. Our aim is to extract sodium metal. That's enough. Here we get sodium metal. Here cathode is a steel. In this process, which one is cathode? Steel. Anode is a graphite. In the sodium extraction process, cathode is what? Steel. Anode is what? Graphite. Okay. This one is also present in your textbook. Now I want to extract aluminum from its salt. I want to extract aluminum from its salt. Okay, look here. What's happening? I want to take a ore of aluminum bauxite. Yesterday I told you. So bauxite. Al2O3 2H2O. On strong heating in the presence of air, it loses water molecule and it will give Al2O3 plus 2H2. To get aluminum, here also what we can do? Electrolysis. Electrolysis. Now what's happened? Look here. Generally, Al2O3 can divide as. How many aluminums are there? 2 are there. So 2Al plus 3 plus, how many oxygens are there? 3 are there. 3O minus oxygen. Generally, oxygen possesses negative charge, minus 2 charge, and aluminum possesses plus 3 charge actually. So Al2O3 and electrolysis can divide as Al plus 3 and 3O minus 2. In general, well known at cathode, what's happened? At anode, what's happened here? So aluminum is a cation, so it can migrate towards cathode. So 2Al plus 3 migrate cathode. Oxygen is an anion, O minus 2. So you should take 2 moles of aluminum. Here you will get 4 moles of Al plus 3, 6 moles of O minus 2. So now 6 moles of O minus 2 can combine, it will give 3O2. 3 to the 6. Now how many electrons are there? 12 electrons are released. 6 to the 12 electrons are released. Now cation migrates towards cathode, well known. Plus 3 means it is electron deficient. 4 3 is 12 electron deficient. So why? You can gain the 12 electron and deposited as a 4 aluminum is deposited. So that means we get aluminum metal. This is the process extraction of crude metal of high reactive metal. Extraction of high reactive metals. Process is what? Electrolysis. So these high reactive metals cannot reduced by any other metals or cannot reduced by any carbon monoxide. They are not involved in oxidation. So that's why these are specially extracted by electrolysis process. So here the topic is extraction of crude metal. In that 3 processes again. So extraction of highly reactive metals is one process. Extraction of moderate reactive metals is one process. Extraction of low reactive metals is another process. Okay, try to remember this. Okay, guys. Next, I want to move to the next topic here. Further, I want to go. Extraction of moderate reactive. Moderate extraction of moderate reactive metals. So look here, what are those I told you yesterday? Lead, zinc, copper, nickel, like those metals. You can take it. Like those metals. So moderately reactive metals. So how they are extracted? Here, look here. It is the lengthiest process. Lengthiest process. So wait, listen carefully. Okay, guys. Calcium also there. Calcium also there. And I mean that one is high reactive, but in certain cases we consider calcium also here. So now look here. What's happened? So extraction of moderate reactive metals. Now generally they are obtained in the form of sulfides or carbonates. These metals obtained in the form of sulfides or carbonates. These metals obtained in the form of sulfides or carbonates. Okay, so these sulfides and carbonates can be converted into oxides in first step. These lead or zinc remaining elements generally obtained in the form of sulfides or carbonates. ఓర్ భూమి నుంచి ఓర్ తీస్తాం కదండి, ఆ ఓరు ఏ రూపంలో దొరుకుతాయంటే జనరల్ గా సల్ఫైడ్స్ గాను కార్బోనేట్స్ గానీ ఎక్కువగా దొరుకుతాయి. అప్పుడు మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ లో ది సల్ఫైడ్స్ అండ్ కార్బోనేట్స్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ దైర్ ఆక్సైడ్స్. ఫస్ట్ వాటిని ఏం మార్చుకోవాలంట, ఆక్సైడ్స్ గా మార్చుకోవాలి. For converting oxides from sulfides or carbonates, there are two steps are there. Two types of reactions are there to convert sulfides or carbonates into oxides. Very important, guys. Look here. One is what is it, guys? Roasting. What it is? Roasting. It is a technique specially designed for sulfide ores. Very important. Roasting is specially designed for what? Sulfide ores. Here, sulfide ores are heated. Sulfide ores are freely heated in presence of air. Sulfide ores are freely heated in presence of air or in presence of oxygen. What's happened? Look here. For example, how to take lead sulfide. If it is heated with air or with oxygen, that can react with that oxygen and converted as lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Lead oxide and sulfur dioxide. Okay. For example, you have to take copper sulfide. Copper sulfide. So same process takes. So it is a simple process. What is meant by roasting? Ore or sulfide ore, especially sulfide ore, is heated in presence of air or in presence of oxygen. What's happened here? Sulfide ore is heated in presence of oxygen and it converted into its oxide. For example, how to take zinc sulfide? We will get zinc oxide. We will get zinc oxide. So it is a special technique for sulfide ores. So here the question is extraction of moderate reactive metals. So moderate reactive metals are generally obtained in the form of their oxides or sulfides. Moderate reactive metals are obtained in the form of their sulfides and carbonates, actually not oxides, carbonates. So these are, in first step, these are converted into their oxides. For converting sulfides and carbonate into oxides, there are two methods. First method is roasting. Ore, I mean particularly sulfide ore, is heated in presence of air or oxygen and to convert it into metal oxide. Metal oxide, I mean, for example, lead oxide, copper oxide, zinc oxide, metal oxide. It is takes in presence of air. Okay, so here what we get, corresponding oxide. This process is roasting. Roasting అంటే సింపుల్ ఏం లేదండి, ఒక సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్ ని ఇన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్ తో హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు, ఒక సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్ ని ఏం చేయాలి, ఇన్ ప్రెజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్ తో హీట్ చేయాలి. హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్ ఏం మారుతుందంటే కరెస్పాండింగ్ ఆక్సైడ్ గా మారుతుంది. ఆ ప్రాసెస్ అంటే రోస్టింగ్. మిగతా అన్నిటికీ కాదండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ స్పెషల్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ one take here. Second method, calcination. Calcination. It is specially designed for carbonate ores. It is specially designed for carbonate ores. Here, carbonate ore is heated, absence of air. Carbonate ore is heated, absence of air. So CO3 is there na, just eliminate what, CO2. Then ZnO is remain. For example, another one, PbCO3, how to take? What you will get? PbO plus CO2. And also in this reaction, if water is present in the ore, water will be removed. For example, Fe2O3, how to take 2H2 or 3H2O. What's happen on heating? Fe2O3 is remain and water is eliminated. The calcination. Okay, calcination is specially for carbonate ore. Roasting is special for sulfide ore. In this calcination, what we can do? Carbonate ore is heated in the absence of air. Very important. Carbonate ore is heated in the absence of air. But roasting is what? Sulfide ore is heated in the presence of air. In both cases, calcination, carbonate ore converted into metal oxide. Sulfide ore in roasting also converted into metal oxide. For what? So I told you, in moderate reactive metal cases, they are obtained in the form of sulfides or carbonate. In first step, what we can do? We can convert the carbonates and sulfides into metal oxides actually. For to conversion of metal oxides, for converting metal oxides, there are two steps are there. One is roasting, another one is calcination. Roasting means sulfide ore is heated, presence of air, and convert corresponding it metal oxide. Calcination means heating of carbonate ore, absence of air, and to convert metal oxide by losing carbon dioxide. But in calcination, if water is there, water also eliminated. Okay, that one is external. So try to remember in 2 minutes. These two is very important. Okay, guys. It is very hot summer. Okay, then. Metallurgy, it is not very difficulty, but somewhat it create education. Practice a lot, you will easily remember. Okay, what is metallurgy? Extraction of metal from extraction of metal from earth crust. One is metal. There are three first are there. First process, concentration of ore or dressing. Second process, extraction of crude metal. Third one is purification of metal. Third one is what? Purification of metal. Third one is in general. So first one is already completed. In second one, we're discussing extraction of crude metal. In that again, three metals are classified to three categories: highly reactive metals, moderately reactive metals, and another one is less reactive metals. Highly reactive metals are always obtained on electrolysis process. ఎలక్ట్రోలైసిస్ ప్రాసెస్ ద్వారా మనము ఎలా చేస్తాం అనేది సోడియం అల్యూమినియం రెండు చూసాం. అంటే మిగతావన్నీ కూడా అలాగే. నెక్స్ట్ మోడరేటివ్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ తీసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ లెంతియస్ట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఉంది. సో మోడరేటివ్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ తీసుకుంటే ఇన్ దట్ జనరల్లీ మోడరేటివ్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ అబ్టైన్డ్ ఇన్ ది ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ సల్ఫైడ్స్ అండ్ కార్బోనేట్స్. సో in first step, what we have to do, carbonate and sulfide ores are converted into their oxides by taking two methods. One is roasting, another one is calcination. Roast అంటే వేయించడం, అలాగే ఇది కూడా అంతే. రోస్టింగ్ అంటే ఇన్ ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎయిర్ జరుగుతుంది. ఓకే, రోస్టింగ్. Sulfide ore heated in presence of air and converted into corresponding oxide. That one is roasting. Calcination means carbonate ore is heated in absence of air. Carbonate ore is heated in absence of air. That one is called calcination. Okay, so particularly here also we get metal oxide. Next, after getting metal oxide, అరే మనం ఇక్కడ చేసేది ఏంటి? క్రూడ్ మెటల్ ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ కాదు, క్రూడ్ మెటల్. మనం ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏమొస్తాయి? జస్ట్ మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ మాత్రం వస్తాయి. సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో ఏం చేద్దామంటే reduction of metal oxides into metals. Reduction of metal oxides into metals. ఎలా చూద్దాం అంటే మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ ని మనం ఏమో మార్చుకోవాలండి, మెటల్స్ గా మార్చుకోవాలి. అంటే క్రూడ్ మెటల్స్, మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ ఇంటూ crude metals. Look here in first one, in that one again, first one, reduction with C. C means, who don't know about C in chemistry? Sir, there is a first letter in chemistry. Okay, C is a first letter in chemistry spelling. Sir, C is nothing but carbon. దేంతో రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి? కార్బన్ తో రెడ్యూస్ చేయాలి. వేటిని? మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్. అవి ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చాయి? మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చాయి? రోడ్ల బకెట్లో దొరికాయి అవేమన్నా? ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చాయి? ఆన్ రోస్టింగ్ అండ్ calcination you get metal oxides. Look here how. So just have to take metal oxide. One of the metal oxide have to take a reaction with carbon. What's happened? Look here. This carbon will get that oxygen and eliminated in the form of carbon monoxide. Monoxide means single oxide, and it leaves metal. And it leaves what? Metal. So that one is what it is? Crude metal. For example, I have to take lead oxide. Lead oxide formula. What is formula of lead oxide? PbO. On heating with what? Carbon. Lead oxide is heated with carbon. Now, this carbon will get that oxygen eliminated in the form of carbon monoxide, and remaining is what? Lead. And remaining one is what? Lead. Lead is remaining one. So that is the crude metal. So why it is called reduction? What is mean by reduction? What is mean by reduction? Elimination of oxygen or addition of hydrogen. What is meant by reduction? Elimination of oxygen or addition of hydrogen is nothing but reduction. What's happened here? What's happened here? This carbon gets that oxygen and eliminated in the form of carbon monoxide, and it leaves a metal. Means this carbon eliminates oxygen. So by this process, the reduction. Who can do reduction here? Who can do reduction here? Carbon can do reduction. That's why here what we discussing reduction with the carbon. And mean in presence of carbon, metal oxides are turned into metals. But highly reactive metals cannot reduce with carbon, guys. Highly reactive metals cannot reduce with carbon. That's why they are obtained in the form of electrolysis. In first step, we see that. Next, B. Reduction with carbon monoxide. Reduction with carbon monoxide. What it is? Reduction with the carbon monoxide. Next, what's happening here? For example, how to take Fe2O3 iron ore. Red color మట్టి తీసుకెళ్తూ ఉంటారు జనరల్ లగేజ్ తీసుకెళ్తూ ఉంటారు కదా గుడ్స్ రెడ్ కలర్ మట్టి అది హెమటైట్ సో magnetite hematite iron ores అని చెప్పుకున్నాం కదండి సో Fe2O3 have to take it reacts with carbon monoxide. Now I have to take 3 moles of carbon monoxide. Now 3 moles of carbon monoxide is there now. Each carbon monoxide molecule will get 1 oxygen and eliminated in the form of 3 moles of CO2. 3 moles of CO2 and remaining is what? 2 F. Here also what's happened? Carbon monoxide eliminates 1 oxygen and leaves corresponding crude metal. Here also elimination of oxygen takes place. So it is called reduction. Okay. So here guys, మనం ఇక్కడ ఎవరిని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము మోడరేట్ రియాక్టివ్ one second guys, I kept this cap somewhere, okay. In general, what we extract here, one second guys, so in general here we are extracting a middle reactive series. So middle reactive series, a middle reactive series lo manam we consider lead, zinc, then lead, zinc, copper, nickel, cobalt. Those metals are middle reactive. What form they are obtained from the earth crust? Generally, majorly, they are obtained in the form of carbonates and their sulfides. In first step, what we can do? In first step, we can convert these sulfides and carbonates into their oxides. What are ways to convert oxides of that sulfide and carbonate? 2 ways are there. One is what? Another one is what? Roasting. Roasting is what? Sulfide ore, only specially for sulfide ore is heated in the presence of oxygen. It leaves metal sulfide into metal oxide. Calcination is what? Carbonate ore is heated, absence of heat. Here also we will get metal oxide. After getting metal oxide, then what we can do? Reduction of metal oxide into crude metals. In that, first one is reduction with carbon. So when metal oxide is treated with carbon, that can get that oxygen and leaves metal, just like this. PbO reacts with C, and C will get the oxygen, and Pb is remain. I mean Pb is leaving, means it is a crude metal. And also reduction with carbon monoxide. So the iron oxide is treated with carbon monoxide. This carbon monoxide gets oxygen and eliminated in the form of CO2, and iron is remain, crude metal. Next, AB, reduction with carbon monoxide. Next category. Self-reduction or auto-reduction. Third category. Four categories are there. Self-reduction or auto-reduction. Self అంటే what is mean by self? దానికి అదే అని కదా అర్థం అండి. సెల్ఫ్ రిడక్షన్. ఇంతకుముందు నేను పైన 2 స్టెప్స్ చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా. ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏం చెప్పాము? రిడక్షన్ విత్ కార్బన్ అని చెప్పుకున్నాము. సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లో ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాము? రిడక్షన్ విత్ కార్బన్ మొనాక్సైడ్ అని చెప్పుకున్నాము. బట్ హియర్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్? సెల్ఫ్ రిడక్షన్. By own, it can involve in reduction. For example, how to take copper sulfide, Cu2S, on calcium, on roasting, because of it is a sulfide ore. Copper sulfide. Roasting means in the presence of air, oxygen reaction, sulfide ore. Then copper sulfide will converted into copper oxide. Copper sulfide will convert into copper oxide, and this oxygen is gathered by sulfur and eliminated in the form of sulfur dioxide. Then sulfide ore lo sulfur dioxide అయిపోతుంది. ఈ మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్ తో కలిపి మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ తో బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. దాన్ని బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసుకోవాలి మనం అంతే. Two here, I have to take two here, I have to take two here, two oxygens here, to do the total 6 oxygens are there. Now I have to take 3 here. To do the 6. In first step, it is what? Self reduction. So in first step, copper sulfide and reaction with oxygen will convert into copper oxide. In second step, this copper oxide again attack on copper sulfide. Again attack. Copper gets oxygens and eliminated in the form of sulfur dioxide. And remaining is what? 2 Cus here, 4 Cus here. How many will get? 6 C. Means in first step, copper sulfide converted into copper oxide, not complete sulfide converted into copper oxide, somewhat. Then this copper oxide again attack on copper sulfide and convert into copper. Here no carbon is there for reduction, that no carbon monoxide is there for reduction of the that just copper sulfide by its own on reaction with oxide converted into copper oxide. This copper oxide again attack on copper sulfide, again last finally it gives copper, crude metal. Means only copper by self it involved in the reduction. Means here elimination of oxide takes place by self. That's why it is called self reduction or auto reduction. Self reduction or auto reduction, guys. Next one and last method, last reduction. Reduction reactive methods. Reduction with high reactive metals. So for example, low reactive ores can reduced by high reactive metals and they are converted into corresponding metals. Look here, titanium chloride I want to take. When it reacts with high reactive metal like magnesium, this magnesium will take the chlorine and eliminated in the form of MgCl2, 2MgCl2. Now remaining is water, titanium. Here titanium chloride is a ore. This magnesium gets that chlorine atom and it leaves titanium. Magnesium is a high reactive metal, but titanium is not a high reactive metal. So this high reactive metal reduces low reactive metals. So here reduction with high reactive metals. Okay. So first moderate reactive metals carbonates గాను సల్ఫైడ్ గాను దొరుకుతాయి. వాటిని మనం ఆక్సైడ్స్ ని కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాము. ఆక్సైడ్స్ ని రిడక్షన్ చేసి తర్వాత మెటల్స్ గా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాం. So there are four process to convert oxides into metals. The first one is reduction with carbon. Second one is reduction with carbon monoxide. Third one is self or auto reduction. Fourth one is reduction with the high reactive metals. Okay, so next in that fourth one another category is there. In fourth one another category is there. Reduction with the high metals is also, but it is a small category. In that very important category. So I want to write this. So look here, very important is fourth category చూడండి, reduction with high reactive metals దాని కిందకి వస్తుంది. ఇది కాబట్టి ఇది స్పెషల్ కేస్ కాబట్టి ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాబట్టి పక్కన చెప్తున్నాను. What it is? Alumino thermite process. What it is? Alumino thermite process. Look here what's happened. In general, name indicates that which metal is involved in that reaction. Which metal is involved in that reaction? Aluminum is involved in that reaction actually. So look here, a metal oxide or iron oxide have to take on reaction with aluminum. Metal oxide on reaction with aluminum. For example, what I want to take iron oxide. I want to take 2 moles of aluminum. 2 moles of aluminum gets oxygen and eliminated as Al2O3. And remaining is what? 2F. Next, for example, have to take chromium oxide Cr2O3. Then what's happened? Al2O3 plus 2Cr. In these two processes, aluminum is involved. That's why it is called aluminothermal process. Metal oxides on reaction with aluminum, low reactive metal oxides. Okay, moderate reactive metal oxides can react with aluminum. Low reactive or moderate reactive metal oxides on reacts with aluminum. They converted into corresponding metals. They converted into corresponding metals. Is it reduction or not? Look here. What's happened? Aluminum gets 3 oxygen. Here also aluminum gets oxygen. Elimination. What is the difference between Cr2O3 and Cr? Fe2O3 and Fe. What is the difference between them? What is the difference between them? So here 3 oxygens are there, but here there is no oxygen. Here also 3 oxygens. Here there is no oxygen. Means the losses oxygens. The losses oxygens. That's why this process is also called this process is also called reduction. So, but reduction with high reactive metals. Why I separately take this? In this process, very high amount of heat is released. In this process, very high amount of heat is released. This high temperature, this high amount of heat, due to this high amount of heat, metal obtained in the form of liquid. Metal obtained in the form of liquid. So in aluminothermite process, aluminum can reduce metal oxides into metals. So in this process, high temperature, high amount of heat is released. High amount of heat is released. So this high amount of heat, due to high amount of heat, metal obtained in the form of liquid state. That's why this liquid metal is used for welding purpose. For what? Not small things like benches, like iron rods. for cycles, not like that. It is for what? For joining railway tracks. అక్కడ రైల్వే ట్రాక్స్ తెగిపోయింటాయి చూడండి, తెగిపోకపోయినా మామూలుగా రెండు రైల్వే ట్రాక్ లింక్ చేయాలంటే వెల్డింగ్ చేస్తారు కదా. సో అలాంటప్పుడు ఎక్కువ హీట్ అనేది అవసరం అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు అల్యూమినియం థర్మైట్ ప్రాసెస్ చేయడం వల్ల మెటల్ అనేది లిక్విడ్ లో వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు 2 ట్రాక్స్ తీసుకుంటారు, మధ్య గ్యాప్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అక్కడ లిక్విడ్ మెటల్ వేస్తారు. కొద్దిసేపటి తర్వాత కూల్ అయిన తర్వాత లిక్విడ్ మెటల్ ఏమైపోతుంది, ఇట్ సెటెడ్ అండ్ ఇట్ కనెక్టెడ్ బిట్వీన్ దిస్. ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ వెల్డింగ్. So this aluminum thermite process is used for joining railway tracks because there is a high amount of heat is released. Due to that, metal obtained in the form of liquid. Another important for joining machinery parts. So in factories there are a lot of bulkiest machines are there. They can do a lot of work. If there is any minor cracks in that machinery parts, this aluminum thermite process is for joining that machinery parts actually. Okay guys, this one is aluminum thermite process. Now I want to give a chart up to here only. In your textbook they mention chart for all, but up to here I want to mention chart. Okay, just look here, you can understand what we discussed up to here. So first you have to take metallurgy. How much time? సరిపోతుంది లేదండి, మనకు ఒక 10 minutes అయితే సరిపోతుంది. ఓకే, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ 10 minutes అదే. సో metallurgy in that we separate that one into 3 categories. I mean extraction of metal is into 3 categories. One is concentration of ore or dressing. Okay, 3 categories are there, but I want to take 2 only because we discussed only 2 categories. Andukani cheppaledu kada manam 2 categories lo matram cheppu. Concentration of ore, in that again what we discussed, concentration of ore, first hand picking. Second method is what? Washing. Third method is what? Fourth flotation. Important, it is only for sulfide ores. In the water we just take powdered ore and add certain amount of fine oil and allow a blast of air to that, and foam is generated. Metal is wetted in that foam. We can separate that foam and extract the metal. That one is the process. Different diagram also there. After that, magnetic separation. It is only for what? It is for magnetic and non-magnetic compounds. If ore is a magnetic and gangue is a non-magnetic, it is for those compounds it is special. Gangue means impurity in the ore. Okay, so concentration of ore, hand picking, washing, fourth flotation, magnetic separation. The next one is what? Second category, extraction of crude metal. So in this, what happened in first step? What we can do? Sulfide. Ore into oxides. Ore into oxides. In that we discussed 2. One is roasting. Another one is calcination. అంటే మనం ఇక్కడ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఓర్ నేమ్ గా మార్చాలి, ఆక్సైడ్ గా మార్చాలి. అందులో ఒకటి ఏం చేస్తాం, సల్ఫైడ్ ఓర్ కి రోస్టింగ్, కార్బోనేట్ ఓర్ కి calcination. In the presence of air, roasting. In the absence of air, calcination. In that second category is what? Here what we get? Metal oxides we get. Then reduction of metal oxides. So first one, again it is, first one is reduction with carbon and carbon monoxide. 2 are reduction with carbon also, then reduction with carbon monoxide also. Next, self reduction or auto reduction. Third one is what? Self reduction. After that, reduction with high reactive metals. Reduction with high reactive metals. In that again what? Aluminothermite process. Aluminothermite process. This is the chart up to here what we discuss. And the first మనం భూమి నుంచి ore ని తీసిన వెంటనే so it having lot of after getting the ore from the earth, so it having certain contaminants. Those contaminants are removed by general, a small amount of contaminants are removed by in this general process, concentration, hand picking, washing, for protection, magnetic suppression. After getting that, after removing that, then we can extract crude metal. So in that, first ore is converted into oxides. In that, for conversion of oxides, two methods are there: roasting, calcination is there. After conversion of oxides, they are reduced into crude metal. So in that, reduction with carbon is there, reduction with carbon monoxide is there, then self reduction is there, then reduction with high reactive metals are there. In that, aluminothermite process, metal oxides and reaction with aluminum converted to metals and produce high amount of heat and produce high amount of heat. Okay, so but here extraction of crude metal again categorized into three types. For high reactive metals, electrolysis process is there. For moderate reactive, these all is there. For very less reactive metals, tomorrow I want to discuss. Next, after extraction of crude metal, the third step is purification of metal. Third step is what? What is the third step? Purification of metal. Third step is purification of metal. Okay. Second, extraction of crude metal. Third one is purification of metal. In second case, we separate high reactive metal, moderate reactive metals, less reactive metals. Okay. This all thing is for moderate reactive. So look here. Look on the board. Try to remember. These are only headings. Already we discussed content present in that headings. Okay. With the different reactions. Now, by seeing this table, it is already present in your textbook. By seeing this table, how to read carefully, topic by topic, not randomly, not by question by answer. Don't do like that. First, you have to learn concept by seeing this table. If you follow this table, metallurgy will become easiest, and you can learn easily, interestingly. If you are not follow that, you can't learn anything in the metallurgy. Okay, have to learn step by step. If they may ask questions in that content, okay, content never generated from the questions. In general, it will be generated for scientists. Okay, for student, if first you should learn content from that, whatever they may question, you can easily answer that question. Okay, based on this table, how to learn. So try to understand the table. Who meets have to revise the table in your mind. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ క్రూడ్ మెటల్ ఉంది కదండి. ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ క్రూడ్ మెటల్ లో మళ్ళీ 3 టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా. ఒకటి ఫర్ హై రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ కి, అదర్ వన్ ఇస్ మోడరేట్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్, లెస్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్. హై రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ లో ఏముంటుంది? ఎలక్ట్రోలైసిస్. దెన్ మోడరేటివ్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్, దిస్ ఎంటైర్ ప్రాసెస్. ఓకే, లెస్ రియాక్టివ్ మెటల్స్ టుమారో ఐ విల్. ఓకే, aluminothermite process is very important for competitive exams also. So ఏమవుతుందంటే అక్కడ మెటల్ ఆక్సైడ్స్ అల్యూమినియం తో రియాక్ట్ కావడం వల్ల మెటల్స్ కన్వర్ట్ అవుతాయి. దాంతో పాటు మనకి హై అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ హీట్ రిలీజ్ అవుతుంది. సో డ్యూ టు ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దట్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ హీట్, metals are obtained in the form of liquid. So that liquid metal used for welding. So for what welding? Not for general small things like iron rods, not like that. So it is for welding large things like railway tracks, machinery parts, aeroplane parts. For that this aluminothermite process is used. Okay, that aluminothermite process is also a reduction process. Aluminothermite process is also a reduction process. Okay. This is the last chapter of chemistry syllabus. There are 6 chapters are there. Careful గా ప్రతి చాప్టర్ ని నీట్ గా ఇలా డిజైన్ చేసుకొని సినాప్సిస్ లో ఫస్ట్ హెడ్డింగ్స్ అంటే ఏది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఏం చదవాలి అని చెప్పి ఒక 6 పేపర్స్ లో 6 చాప్టర్ కి సంబంధించిన డిజైన్ చేసుకోండి. Have to take 6 vacant papers. First have to write heading of the chapter. For example, first acids, bases, salts. From where you want to start, what are the topics? Don't write content in the topics, just write topics. What are the topics? Like that, you have to prepare 6 papers for 6 chapters. Okay, after preparing that 6 pages of 6 pages of table for preparing your syllabus, then whenever you want to ready to examination for certain chapter, you just took that paper and start from a starting topic and conclude with the ending topic. Like that, if you prepare like that, anything will become easy. Any chapter, anything will become easy. Okay, so okay guys, want to see you tomorrow. It is enough aspect for today. Why? Because enough aspect, a lot of equations are there, certain boring. So after completion of class, you should practice those all equations, patience. Okay, time waste will collapse your life.